Welcome to 726. Thanks so much for being with us. We've got a funny show today.
We do, because we're just kind of, well, it was kind of odd because it was time to start and there was no one here. So we're just going to pick them as they come. That's what order they're going in today.
Yeah.
So although we may announce it in a certain order, don't count on that.
Coordination's going right out the window.
But we do have Shannon here.
We do. We have Shannon Willis with us. We'll talk to him a little bit later on the show. We're on a couple of announcements from the OAC. We got the theater awards coming up this Friday, this Saturday.
7 o'clock p.m.
At 7 o'clock, and we're inviting everyone to come out. It's absolutely free.
Absolutely tootly.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the Harrison and the Theater Company Emmys.
We've
both been like nominated, or Oscars,
kind of
the Oscars. Yeah. That's what I meant.
We'd like everyone to come out and enjoy that. Plenty of seats available.
And there'll be
refreshments. And people out there, a lot of people.
Along with the awards that will be given, there'll be some entertainment as well.
Not just awards, but there'll be some breaks in the action. And I think you're going to be singing.
I'm singing
some other people doing some tunes.
And there's several people going to perform.
So we personally invite you to come out this Saturday. What day is that? Do you know?
Saturday, the 27th.
27th, from 7 to whenever.
At the Historic Lyric Theater.
And you'll enjoy it.
And I'm going to throw out something that is coming in September, and we'll talk about it more later. But the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra. You know, we used to have the North Arkansas Central Concert Association that would bring in things like the orchestra or a ballet or something, and we don't have that organization here anymore. So we're glad to have the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra coming to the college. They'll be playing at the amphitheater unless it rains, and then they'll go inside. And that's on commemorating with September 11th.
And that's also a free event.
It is a free event. It starts at 6 p.m. And you know I'm pumped.
Yeah,
because I love a good symphony.
We don't get to see orchestras all that often, and if you've never seen one up close and personal live, this will be a great time to do that. Great experience, and you'll love it. The first time I saw one, I was like, wow, this is really cool.
Wow, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to have Michael Mahoney, I think, come on a show later on and talk to us a little bit more about that in depth. So, what's going on with you?
Not much. What do you mean?
Just what's going on with you? I'm waiting.
Did you want to talk about your security system? Is that what you were snickering about?
Are you going to put something on the screen?
No, we won't do that to you.
Well, okay.
You want to bring it up?
Since you talked about it, since you did bring it up.
I was going to spare you.
We did put a security system in. My truck was not vandalized, but I had left it unlocked in my driveway. Somebody stole my change purse. Ha, ha, ha! You didn't find the $100 bill that was in there. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, which prompted us. No.
Oh.
It's never going to
be
recovered.
So the $100 is still in the purse?
It's in my truck, which is locked at all times now.
All right.
Thank you very much. But there's been some neighborhood robberies, and you know, maybe it happens just as often, but we're made more aware of it now. Yeah. I don't know.
Is that your neighborhood?
In my neighborhood.
Really?
And we'd had an incident with a family member's home, so we were approached by this company. Can I say the name?
I don't care.
Vivint. And they were like walking the neighborhood. So, you know, when the dude called me, I was like, excuse me, y'all walk the neighborhood. I told him, you know, I felt like you're preying on the people that may need it. And I went and read reviews and read some other stuff about them, and then actually met with a guy and signed up my relative's house. But also, we ended up a week later getting one at our house. But we're a promotional home, so, you know, you don't have to pay for the installation, blah, blah, blah. But, of course, you're going to pay for it one way or the other.
Yeah, so you do
But we do have one, and it's quite impressive, actually, because I can get information on my smartphone and a history of all the stuff that opens and closes at my house and disarming and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so, I mean, I do feel a little bit better about
Safer.
it. But it was, you know, I was kind of skeptical at first. Well, I posted something on Facebook.
Well, that's true. Yeah. You know, I think people going door to door that sends up a red flag if they're not locally owned company.
It does.
But you know, that's happening more and more. I see that people are going door to door. more. And I think it's just because of the economy. And
Right.
people are being reserved about how much money they spend, and they're holding on to what they have.
Right.
And the only way some of these companies are able to connect with you is to come directly
And
to your home.
obviously they knew about, there had been some incidents here.
I'm
so,
sure.
you know, that was opportunistic. Is that a word?
Yeah.
To
Well, think about it.
come, but they signed up like 600 homes in a week and a half.
Here
or
in
2
Harrison?
weeks.
Really?
So I'm not the only.
My first inclination would be, okay, a security company is going door to door to find out if you want a security system, and if you say, no, I don't have one, then they go, aha, this would be a great place to
later.
rob.
Right.
Yeah.
But you put in your own secret code stuff and all that. You know, they set it up, but you can customize it too.
Well, hopefully we won't hear later
No.
on that your house has been robbed by
I
that
hope not.
company.
Oh, that would really stink. And I told them that, I said, you know, I work on this TV show, and I can say good things or I can say bad things. So far they're good.
Just be careful. I'm
Yeah,
not
be careful.
I'm not a proponent of door-to-door salespeople because you just really don't know who they are.
And they didn't come to my house. I've met them through someone else and went to their house. I never told them where I lived until after I'd done some research.
Well, you just need to be smart. You just don't
yeah,
need to say,
you're
yeah,
right.
that sounds like a good deal, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Ask
Don't
your
give them
neighbor.
too much information.
Okay.
Like, my mother doesn't have a security system, my brother doesn't, you know, that kind of stuff. Don't tell them that.
Yeah.
Even if they are a reputable company.
Okay. Good information.
Thank you for not, he was going to, you know what he was going to do? He was going to put a picture of someone wrapped in a sucker wrapper for me, but he couldn't find one, I don't think.
No.
I won't tell you what I
could
told
have
him.
made one very easily.
What I was going to have him do, what kind of picture I was going to
Had
have
something
for
to do
him.
with a baboon.
Baboon and its little pink hind end. Anyway, we have a really great show today. Starting off, we'll have Shannon Willis because first come, first serve. He's going to talk about the Newton County Bluegrass Festival. He's no newcomer to this show. We're glad to have Shannon here. We'll also have, in no particular order, Wayne Cohn and Greg Stevenson talking about some upcoming NRA, the National Rifle Association, something.
I think they've got
they're
a
gonna
dinner
tell us
coming
about.
up, yeah.
And Wyatt Foley's going to be here for the Foley Cecil Kitchen, which is newly opened. And always a favorite on this show, the guy that Dan has taught to dance, Cody Slaughter, will be here to talk about his upcoming concert at the Lyric. We invite you to stay with us. And when we return from break, we'll be visiting with Shannon Willis.